Good day, everyone. It is Lola Marie coming to you with a new news story that I found quite interesting. Now, this is still a developing story. It happened yesterday. Most probably everybody has heard about the Baltimore Bridge collapse. But you have to ask yourself these questions. Is it strategic? Is there a reason? When was the last time we had a cargo boat hit a bridge and knock it down? When was the last time we had a bridge collapse? These are all questions that you have to ask yourself in these trying times in this country of ours. But I do have a news article that I found interesting. So we shall read from the Gateway Pundit. Was it an accident? Laura Logan intel sources claim Baltimore bridge collapse on second busiest strategic roadway for hazardous materials was absolutely brilliant strategic attack. Food for thought. Early this morning, the Francis Scott Key Bridge in Baltimore, Maryland collapsed after a cargo ship collided with a support column, causing the bridge to collapse. The Francis Scott Key Bridge is a significant commuter route carrying the Baltimore Beltway I-695 over the Patapsco River at the southern end of the Baltimore Harbor. There are no official reports on casualties yet. However, there are unconfirmed cars in the water and reports of several construction workers unaccounted for. As of just before 5 a.m., rescue crews have not pulled anyone out of the water. A road crew was fixing potholes on the bridge at the time. 2 people were rescued from the water. One was not injured. The other was severely hurt and was hospitalized. Search efforts are underway for 6 others who are missing. Now that is so scary when you really think of it. When you think, I hate going over bridges just in general, and really to have it collapse. But you know, what you gonna do? So, show you this. In the video below, the ship's lights can be seen going off and then on again as it appears to pass by the support column. Wow, look at that. The entire span of the bridge immediately collapsed in front of the ship. There have been no reported injuries to any crew members on the cargo ship. Wow. That is crazy. There are many questions surrounding this crash. You think? It's quite odd. Let's go look at down here. See some videos going on over on X. This is... Ooh, here it comes. That's weird. And they knew that they were having, faulty... Wow. Unbelievable. If it's not criminal, it's negligent. If you knew that you were having power outage, problems, why would you be going underneath a bridge? Anyway, back to the article at hand. Here's what Laura Logan, an independent journalist, reported, saying that it might not be an accident. It might differ from the story that the mainstream media is touting. Here's what Logan had to say about the cargo ship's accident with the Francis Scott Key Bridge in Baltimore. Multiple intel sources say the Baltimore Bridge collapse was an absolutely brilliant strategic attack on U.S. critical infrastructure, most likely cyber, and our intel agencies know it. In information warfare terms, they just divided the U.S. along the Mason-Dixon line, exactly like the Civil War. Wow, that's something. The second busiest strategic roadway in the nation for hazardous materials is now down for 4 to 5 years, which is how long they say it will take to recover. The bridge was built specifically to move hazardous materials, fuel, diesel, propane, gas, nitrogen, highly flammable materials, chemicals, and oversized cargo that cannot fit in the tunnels that supply chain is now crippled. Make no mistake, this was an extraordinary attack in terms of planning, timing, and execution. The two critical components on the bridge are the two load-bearing pylons on each side, closest to the shore. They are bigger, thicker, and deeper than anything else. These are the anchor points, and they knew that hitting either one of them would be a fatal wound to the integrity of the bridge. Wow. Unbelievable. Half a mile of the bridge went in the river. Likely, you will have to build a new one. Also caused so much damage to the structural integrity of the bottom concrete part that you cannot see and won't know until they take the wreckage apart. Structural destruction, likely absolute. Attack. This is an attack, perfectly targeted. I couldn't agree more, to be honest. This seems so odd, and odd timing, in my personal, humble opinion. They had figured out how to bring us down. Ooh, that's a scary thought. As long as you stay away from the teeth of the U.S. military, you can pick the U.S. apart. We are arrogant and ignorant. Lethal combination. Obama said they would fundamentally change America, and they did. We are in a free fall ride on a roller coaster right now. No brakes, just picking up speed. Highly agree with that. I don't know. I can't even put into words how I feel about things that are happening and things that could possibly happen in the future. And I guess this is another thing that's very probably strategic on people's part. The footage shows the cargo ship never got in the approach lane in the channel. You have to be in the channel before you get into that turn. Location was precise, deliberate. Chose a bend in the river where you have to slow down and commit yourself. Once you are committed in that area, there is not enough room to maneuver, the article says. Should have had a harbor pilot to pilot the boat. You are not supposed to traverse any obstacles without the harbor pilot. We're learning something new. I don't know anything about tugboats. Is it a tugboat? Cargo boats. I love tugboats. Does anyone remember that show? This is going to show my age, but I can't remember if it was Thomas the Tugboat or something like that. That was a great show. I love that show. It was a tugboat. Very cute show. I think it was English. It's on PBS. Yeah. They chose a full moon so they would have maximum tidal shift. Wow. It was a full moon last night? Wow. Rise and fall. Brisk flow in that river on a normal day and have had a lot of rain recently, so water was already moving along at a good pace. Interesting. This is very interesting stuff to me. I mean, seems odd, but, it's very interesting. Hit it with enough kinetic energy to knock the load-bearing pylon out from under the bridge, which fatally weakens the span, and then 50% of the bridge fell into the water. All these factors, when you look at it, this is how you teach people how to do this type of attack, and there are so few people left in the system who know this. We have a junior varsity team on the field. Very true. Very, very, very true. Continuing. When you choke off Baltimore, you have cut the main north-south hazardous corridor, I-95, in half. Now has to go around the city or go somewhere else. To move some of that cargo through the tunnel, you may be able to get a permit, but those are slow to get and require an escort system. That is expensive and has to be done at night. Interesting. Huh. For every $100 that goes into the city, 12 comes from shipping. Believe this will cripple the city of Baltimore at a time when they do not have the resources to recover. That is true. Wow. Crazy, crazy stuff. Kind of a serious, heavy topic here with that happening. And you really just have to question if people are just incompetent nowadays or these are strategic attacks. In the way the world is spinning today, I would definitely concur with the fact that there are some shenanigans going on. But that's all I have for you today. May God be with you, and may you eat cake. Three. Huge. Definitely, the expectedly. I'm fucking this up. Oh my God.